Welcome back to our series of Outer Wilds videos. These are all from our live stream over on Twitch. If you enjoy them, consider coming over to us on Twitch and saying hi. Regardless, if you've missed any previous versions of these videos here on YouTube, consider going back to the start so you're caught up on the story. Thanks for being here, guys. I hope you enjoy. I haven't been to a water park in like, I don't know, too long. I don't know how long it's been, but too long is the answer. I feel like I would need like, I don't know. You need to get inoculated. Inoculated? Vaccinated? Like water parks may not be the cleanest places. Ooh. Like the elevators in this game. Just the rings of blue that you step into and it goes vroom, and you go flying up. Exactly what we need. We should take one of these cycles to walk around and talk to everybody here on Timberhearth too. I'm just too excited to learn things and explore and see things. Tractor beam elevator, that's it right there. So let's see, if we look at Giant's Deep, Gabbro is there. To learn more about the Nomai statue. And there's a quantum signal somewhere on Giant's Deep. There seems to be a quantum signal everywhere. And we know that they were using the cyclones that go clockwise to launch stuff into orbit. Oh, look at the quantum moon. Now, last time we did this, it disappeared. It says they arrive on the South Pole. But where's the South Pole? Is there anywhere that's landable here? It looks very gaseous. We just touched it and it disappeared. That looks like a pole right there, maybe? No, it's just the side that has sun and the side that doesn't. Astronauts have different... Oh. We haven't talked to the... Oh, the seed? Oh, I did talk to him, the dark bramble seed. We haven't gone back to him, though. I can't tell where the poles are on this thing. So did I do something wrong? Ooh, scout launcher. Oh, it's static. Isn't that interesting? What else can we do? Signal scope? Breast beacon? Yeah, there's a quantum fluctuation, of course. It's the quantum moon. Yeah, and then it goes away. Man. Guy with the robot leg. And then hot. Can I get out of here? Oh, he has a robot leg. Oh, that's right, Tektite. That's one of the first things we saw. He was telling the kid, don't end up like Tektite. We did talk to him when we first came here. And we shot our scout launcher in here. Yeah. We did speak with that man's Tektite. But I didn't really pay close attention to what he was just saying again. Last time we talked to him... Oh, wait. Now it gave us the option to say, hey, we've been in the seed. And I just told him that. It's bigger on the inside than on the outside. This is going to be a chore to chop up, and make no mistake, can we even remove a seed that doesn't have the decency to stay the same size all the way through? Maybe I'll grab an extra axe or 3 just in case. We're a little Oh. Okay. Maybe when we do more dark bramble exploration, we can talk to him about what we find. Yeah, that seed, it's kind of large. Yeah, I wonder how heavy it is when it has so much space inside of it. Okay, to Giant's Deep. I'm excited. Oh yeah, there's this thing on the outside that we see blowing up at the beginning of the cycle. You know, we learned that they were throwing, are we going to go into the sun with this autopilot? I don't really trust the autopilot. Trust it to do a straight line. I don't trust it to avoid this sun. Ooh, we got a little close there. Anyway, they were putting stuff into the atmosphere, into orbit. Maybe that's what that stuff is here. Should we check that out first? All this wreckage. Every time we wake up, we see this. Slow down, Daddy. Oh, we're gonna crash. Oh, shoot. Whoa. Okay. Why are we going so fast? We were zooming. There's a funny line, if the autopilot murders you. Slate has some choice words about it. I'm pretty sure we've died to autopilot. Maybe. We'll have to go talk to Slate next cycle. Okay. Ooh, can we slow down, please? All right. Now, can I get on this thing? Ooh, this looks like a, like the White Hole Station. Oh, it's a gravity cannon. Did I get on it? Tractor beam. Yeah, a completely calculated rendezvous. Just as intended. This looks like the White Hole Station. Except the other side of this thing is a gravity cannon. Maybe we should explore the planet before we come up here. We're doing it again. But we did learn about this thing they were building. They were sending stuff into orbit. So the probe tracking module. Yeah, the orbital space probe. The launch module. So the probe module is wrecked. It ain't there. The launch module is inaccessible. I don't know how to fly. Is that blocked from our... Okay, we can launch a scout. Maybe we can get in from space out there? Oh, there's some stuff in here. Look at that, there's a lot of stuff in there. We gotta get in there. Maybe we gotta get in there through the outside. It's gonna be tricky though, because we're like moving. This thing is not stationary, it's in orbit. Maybe if we're velocity matched though, it's no problem. There has to be priceless alien ancient artifacts. I'm a little disoriented. Let's keep our velocity matched with this thing. Here, this is where we want to go. It looked like there was a crack in the thing. We should have gotten in our spaceship and refueled our jetpack. I thought there was a crack. Ooh. Okay, here's the gravity cannon. There's several hallways here. Can I get in this? Fuel's getting low. This is a problem. I could have sworn I saw like a crack in the glass. I don't see any way in here. Is this where we just shot our little thing through? You know, maybe we have to warp into it from the planet. Oh no, here we go. Slow down. Please be trees in here also. We're getting low on fuel. No trees. Unfortunate. What's going on in here? Oh, we have a thing. We're gonna run out of fuel. And oxygen. We have a projection. Oh, this is between the two things. So where is this? This is also in orbit. Wait, this is just the other side. But how do we get there? Those are the things that you warp. See those when there's warps? Maybe we have to warp here? Doesn't look like anywhere to warp in though. I'm gonna think very funny when I get there. There's a ball. Can I make the ball move? Yeah, we'll go explore that a little bit more after we see what this says. Oh, this is the control module. This is the probe tracking. Oh, this is the thing that's on the other side of the station. That isn't. Where the heck is this thing? Similar setup. Let's read about the control module. I didn't notice the entrance to the control module, but it's here. Oh yeah, trees give O2. Athens says, Mallow, my better 50%. Cassava is sending the last of the cannon components. Soon, relatively speaking, we'll know the eye's precise location. Okay, so they're here making this cannon to try to find the eye. Thing that's on the other side that isn't seems like a good description. Oh, maybe it's a quantum situation. The thought of concluding our elders' curious and challenging search increases my heart's temperature, my love. Oh, so Mallow and Avens. All right. Cassava tells me he and the construction yard crew have determined a power setting we are not, under any circumstances, to go above. The construction yard crew, maybe that's on the planet. I see, and am I right to think that consequently we'll be ignoring that setting? Composite with nearly 100% certainty, our friends have accounted for our nature, so I suggest we do. I like this couple. Giving the orbital probe cannon all the power it can structurally withstand creates the greatest chance of finding the eye of the universe. Yes, the probe must travel as fast as it can, as far as it can. I'll make some adjustments. That's from the control room. Now, at the beginning of the cycle, this thing has some kind of explosion. See what the probe tracking module stone tells us. Imagine Privet. The probe tracking module will be the first to know the coordinates of the eye of the universe. You'll be the first to see them. Ooh, maybe the probe tracking module, which is like not there, is at the eye of the universe. I am honored and terrified. This is Mallow and Privet. You won't ask the orbital probe cannon to use so much power that it breaks, will you? Fret not, my nervous friend. We only need to fire the probe once anyway, so who minds if it compromises the orbital probe cannon's structural integrity slightly? I would mind, Mallow. I would mind because we won't be capable of receiving our probe's data if the probe tracking module is destroyed. Also, at the beginning of the cycle, this thing launches and it blows this place up. Science compels us to explode the sun. I did go to the Southern Observatory, and we learned about what they were doing here on Giant Steep. May not be able to repeat it perfectly. That's right. The Southern Observatory is them trying to find the eye. They're going to send the probe tracking module from here through the probe cannon, get to the eye. Maybe something like that. But they need a lot of power to do so. So much power that's going to make this place explode. Let's see if we can get into the other side. There's a quantum moon. Oh, it's gone again. Okay. Oh, I can't go out that way. Yeah, this might be the end of our cycle here. Because fuel is low and oxygen is low. And I don't remember how to get out of here. There's our hole. We need to make it to the ship. Yeah. Uh-oh. We overshot it. Velocity matched. Dude, his breathing is like scary. Very close, very close. Coming in hot. Get in there. Oh, come on, dude. We did it. Somehow. You ever see the movie Gravity? That movie, kind of scary. Being in space like that. That's what I felt like right there. Okay, so are there more arms of this thing than I thought? Yeah, this arm. Can we get in here? That's where we just were, yeah? Okay. So can we get... yeah, we can't get in this one. When we just did the projection stone, there weren't any holes or anything on the outside. We are zooming around way too fast. So I'd like to go in that one. The control room, maybe? Could we have just walked in? Yeah, we probably could have just walked in, huh? Go back inside. Keep overshooting. Okay, there we go. I thought there were only 2 ways to get in here. We might have missed it though. Ah, there are 3. Whoopsies. All right. That's a whoopsies. The control module. Yeah, this is what we did not see. Okay, very cool, very nice, very copacetic. It is a pretty cool airlock. All the architecture and stuff in this game is super neat. Let's go on the ceiling. Get crazy. So these are warp things. Oh, that's how you like take the elevator. Cool. Okay, wait, before we start getting crazy, let's see what these walls says. Went to the hardest one first. Oh yeah, true, yeah. We like made it a mission. Oh, that's a giant deep projection stone. That's the launch module projection stone. Now is the launch module just the other side of this thing? Yes. But we were in the launch module. So let's read about the launch module. Yeah, we always make it hard on ourselves for no reason. Mallow, my better 50%. Cassava is sending the last of the cannon components. Wait, is this the same wall? The thought of concluding our elder's curious and challenging search increases my heart's temperature, my love. Yeah, this is the same wall. Oh, because these 2 stones are the same, so it gives you the same text. I like it. Oh yeah, that makes sense. They gave too much energy and it went boom. Okay, so this is between... What module are we in right now? The control module. That's the launch module. So this is between the control module and Giant's Deep. I have bad news, Avens. Yarrow says there was a problem with the proposed power source, so the orbital probe cannon won't be asked to fire. I hope you're pulling my locomotive limb here, Cassava. Pulling my leg? I wish I were, my friend, but no. They aren't certain they can fix the problem, so the orbital probe cannon is on indefinite hiatus. Oh, the projection stone thing? Tell Privet and Mallow they should return from the cannon. My spouse and I will remain at the construction yard for now. Mallow and I will join you and Daz. Privet left to visit her brother. She fears Idea may feel responsible. Oh. Orange text, orange stone. Oh, nice. Interesting. That makes sense. This is like them talking to them. I hope you're pulling my leg. I see what you mean. Yeah, it's like a conversation between these two things. Let's see what our projection is on Giant's Deep. Ooh. Oh, we got to get in there. It's like being on Jupiter, but green. The gas giant. So, okay, there's a lot of things happening here. Those are trees. And there's more projection stones. Okay. I think we're done here, except we should experiment with this. Oh. Is that this station? Oh, wait a second. Wait, come back. Missed that there's text here. Wait, there was text here and it left. Big gas. So let's reset. I'm feeling gassy. We got to get to the gas giant. It looked like something rose out of here. Come on out. Station thing. Here we go. Okay. 18 minutes, 8 seconds ago. Request to launch probe received from Ash Twin Project. Cannon aligned with a randomly selected probe trajectory. Gravity field activated. Okay, so right when our cycle starts, they request to launch the probe. And I think it does, because we can see in the sky this thing blows up. And we just learned that if they give it too much energy, it might blow up. Did it start to appear and then I moved it out of the way? Ooh. Yeah, I guess I'm guessing that, I mean, the timer is increasing, so it would make sense that this is when the cycle started. And we're hoping, I don't know why I'm hoping, but if this cycle is 22 minutes, I want that to be the case because they were trying to find out if they could make a 22-minute time interval. So if this time interval is 22 minutes, it means that this is related to something that Nomai were doing. Oh, something shot out there and then it exploded. Orbital probe cannon launch request received. Probe launch successful. Probe tracking module is receiving data from probe. Orbital probe cannon structure compromised during launch. Damage to multiple modules detected. We also have detected damage here because there's damage everywhere. So where is the probe? We looked at it through the projection stone, but the outside of it's just like black static. Actually, you know what? I don't think we read that. This is the station. We read inside the high energy lab that they were trying to make a 22-minute time interval, but I don't think it actually said why. They were just, at least the one wall or two that we read, they were just asking if it was possible. They never say why. Yeah, why would they want to do that? Because the sun's going to explode and they need someone like us to go back 22 minutes? Ooh. Okay. We will make more hypotheses for sure. They call me Hypothesis Jack. Orbital probe cannon damage report. Severe structural stress detected, assessing damage to modules. Control module intact. No structural damage. That's where we are now. Launch module viewport window fractured. Module exposed to vacuum of space. Okay, that checks out because we went over there. Probe tracking module missing. They never knew, or will you know, though? Yeah, that's true. Oh yeah, you're right, because we saw that mural. We just began existing when they were here. We were just coming out of the pond. I don't know. Something about how the sun is dying right now. They had something happening when the sun's about to die. They had some... So I know it was 280,000 years ago when they were here, but they had... They set all this in motion. Like, why did that thing trigger 18 minutes ago? Why does that thing trigger 22 minutes before the sun explodes? You know? What are they doing? Yeah, why are they dead? Yeah, even if... Yeah, I see what you mean. It may not have been meant for us. Like this character that we're playing. But maybe meant for someone. We had some ship's log updates as the sun is now about to explode. So we learned all about the orbital probe cannon. The construction yard, yeah, they talked about that. That's back on Giant's Deep. Okay, so we need to go check out the construction yard. The broken remains of the space station. 3 access ways. The orbital probe cannon was created to find the precise location of the eye of the universe. The Nomai pushed the orbital probe cannon above its maximum power setting to create the greatest chance of finding the eye of the universe. What triggers before the sun explodes? Well, they needed a crazy amount of power to do something. Maybe to launch this cannon to find the eye. I don't know. There's stuff we don't know yet. Maybe they're using the sun's dying energy. Now that the sun's about to explode, they're using that energy to send this probe to do something. Find the eye. Now that the sun is dying. I don't know. I feel like I'm looking through goggles, but the goggles are really foggy and I can't see what I'm trying to see. Oh, the sun is exploding while I'm looking at the ship's log. Thought we had that set to pause. Is that not a thing? Freeze time while reading ship log. Oh, note, there are certain periods when time cannot be frozen. Probably like right now. Reread stuff at the lab, it will help you a lot. But when you have time, you have ignored the deep for too long. Yeah, we got it, yeah. I hear you, though. The control module received a request from the Ash Twin project to launch the probe. The cannon was aligned with a randomly selected probe trajectory. Probe was successfully launched, but the cannon's structural integrity was compromised. Cannon was aligned with a randomly selected probe trajectory. Interesting. Launch module is damaged. Mallow argued it wouldn't matter if the cannon's structural integrity was compromised, since they only need to fire the probe once. Privet countered that they wouldn't be capable of receiving the probe's data. And the probe tracking module is missing. Receiving data from the launched probe. Any Nomai aboard the probe tracking module would be the first to see the coordinates of the eye of the universe. No, my computer reports the probe tracking module is missing. I saw the probe tracking module through a Nomai projection pool. It looks like the module is underwater. Oh, is that what it looks like out there? I could see purple electricity. Okay, that explains what we looked at. Okay, we need to go find the construction yard and explore Giant's Deep. Some answers you want have already been answered. That's just it. Goodbye, world. When you say the lab, do you mean the museum? Oh, the high energy lab. Of course, the most important part is the thing that's missing. Of course. The high energy lab. Okay, yeah. Yeah, we did go there. We should. Okay, we'll make. Let's explore Giant's Deep, and then I'll make my way back there. Because we learned some things there, but clearly I did not retain all the information I need to retain. Was that the interloper? Okay, stay focused. Stay focused. Let's go find the construction yard. What's that trying to get us to lock onto? The interloper? Brittle Hollow. I kind of just throw myself into space and then orient. That's the right way to go about it. True, we have infinite time loops. Oh, the DLC satellite. Good call. Which we are waiting on. Is that what this... Yeah, this other orbit. We noticed that the other day. But we're going to wait and do that after. There's our Giant's Deep. Yeah, I think we're done exploring the wreckage outside of Giant's Deep. Time to get in there. Ooh, there's explosions happening. Some red stuff was just showing up on the surface everywhere. Maybe that's storms. Aren't there a bunch of crazy storms on Jupiter? Invisible thing you can lock on, that's a tiny Easter egg satellite. Ooh, that sounds like a challenge. Oh, there's some other pieces of wreckage here. Hold on now. Can I lock onto you? We're coming in way too hot. There is something there. What are you? Whoa! Oh no. Wait. What's this? Is this the thing? Yeah, this is where we just were. Okay. There's some other wreckage out here. Non-visible, just not visible from far away. Okay, that makes sense. Visible, but only if you look in the right spot and you're close enough. I'm gonna be confused for a while. That's okay, we like being confused. That means there's mysteries to be solved. I'm gonna spend like 1 minute trying to get on it, fail, and then go inside the planet. Now I've lost it completely. I wonder if it's quantum. Is it like perfectly on the other side of the planet from us? Dang, and I lost sight of it too because I was going in too fast. No. Alright, well that's for another day. Or another cycle. Let's get in there. Kind of scared. Maybe we should match velocity so we don't go flying in here because our visibility is very bad. Forget it for now. Okay, nice. Damn, but like if I had been a better pilot, I could have gotten on it right then. but I will erase it from my memory. Whoa, cool. Cyclones. All right. Okay, so wait. We learned that the counterclockwise ones take you in. Ooh, there's water here. Oh, there. No. Ah! Going back. Okay, wait. Are you staying in orbit? Oh, there's more. There's a quantum moon. Oh my god, I'm overwhelmed. Hello, quantum moon. Can I touch you? Goodbye, quantum moon. Okay, wait. Okay, so wait, we learned about this. Oh, we're gonna crash. We're in a cyclone. We learned about these things. Clockwise means it shoots you up to the surface. Counterclockwise means come on in. Come down below where it's nice and warm. So maybe like this guy? Wait, that's clockwise. Wait, do I understand clocks? Clockwise. Clockwise. My goal is to get in here to find the construction yard. Yeah, I guess we could come on the surface. But I kind of want to go beneath because we learned about that mechanic. About how some things take you under the surface. Where's my counterclockwise at? But those are more rare. Can I go under the water? Under the sea. Oh, we could go down here. The structure yard isn't underwater. Okay, okay. It did say the counterclockwise ones were more rare. Unidentified signal. Is that a... Oh, wait, the instrument. The contrabass flute. I remember. It's not that simple. Ooh, okay, nice. Okay, we'll learn more. Gabbro. It's Manny's favorite guy. Can I get in? Dude. You want to share the hammock? You want to scooch? Can I get a little scooch? Gabbro, you scooch? He really doesn't want us to join. What's up, Gabbro? Nice, it's you. Good to see you made it here in one piece. The first solo launch is a doozy, isn't it? So hey, don't freak out or anything, but lately I keep dying repeatedly. I don't know, it's pretty weird. So he's experiencing the loop as well. Yeah, in the middle of a storm, he's just relaxing. I like Gabbro. What about you? Have you died lately, or is it just me? No, it's me too. We're in a time loop. Time has been behaving unusually lately. Time loop makes sense. Cool. He is taking this pretty well. Right back at you. Personally, I like new experiences, and I've never been in a time loop before. I mean, I don't think I've been in a time loop before this one. I think we can all learn a lesson from Gabbro. This is the right disposition in the face of craziness. It looks like you and I are the only ones who can tell that time's gone all weird. I tried radioing Hornfells and asking if they'd died too, but they thought I was being metaphorical. Even if I tell Hornfells about the time loop, they never remember by the next one. They don't realize anything's different. And here's another weird one for you. Every time I die, all my memories from that loop replay back to me. Yeah, we see this as well. Everyone should aspire to be like Gabbro. Pretty sure that's related to this big stone Nomai statue I found on one of the other islands. Oh wait, yeah, the Nomai statue in the museum played our memories back to us. I was looking at it and the statue opened its eyes and started glowing. It replayed my memories like it's seen them through my own eyes, just like what happens each time I die. That happened to me with the statue at the museum, yeah. You too, huh? Then the Nomai statues must have something to do with why we're the only ones aware of the time loop. So no glowing statue, no time loop awareness. I think that's going to be my leading theory, but if you find out anything new about the statues or the time loop, let me know, okay? I'll be here. Anyway, that's what's new with me, but hey, this is your first solo voyage, kind of. Let's talk about you. How's space treating you? I found something. I found what happened to the orbital probe cannon. My cannon's breaking apart at the start of each time loop. For real? Did you figure out why? Too much power. It's kind of scary how much that sounds like something Slate or Feldspar would do. I'm pretty surprised that Omai built something that's actually broke. Wait, I'm adjusting? Okay. Come to think of it though, broke might be the wrong word, because it looks like the orbital probe cannon is still firing successfully at the beginning of each time loop. Yeah, it is firing successfully, but then it goes boom. Yeah, over-enthusiasm is also technically the right answer, isn't it? Have you ever watched a cyclone for so long it started to hypnotize? Whoa! What? Storms are gone. Wait. Why are we floating? What the heck just happened? Now we're underwater. Gabbro's just hanging out no matter what, huh? Have you ever watched a cyclone for so long it started to hypnotize you? I'm telling you, they'll put you in a trance if you stare at them long enough. Are we still... What's going on? We found something else to tell him about. Oh yeah, we found his quantum poem. One in the Woods. I remember writing that. Pretty funny, right? It works out to a good 24 poems. When I'm done exploring, I want to make some more quantum art. Maybe some kind of creature sculpture that just like shows up and scares the daylights out of you. Okay. What are you doing out here? What are any of us doing here, really? True, Gabbro. Just kidding. I'm out here exploring our solar system, same as you. But I tell you what, outer space really gives you room to think. It's quiet and peaceful out here. I mean, it's usually quiet and peaceful. Sometimes a cyclone comes by and lifts my little island paradise clean out of the water, then less peaceful. Oh, we got launched into space by a cyclone that was clockwise. Now I understand. The Weeping Angels. Gabbro, I like Gabbro. Where should I explore? Here's something you might like. At the start of every time loop, I keep seeing a bright flash in the sky. Something must be happening there in orbit around the planet. Okay, well, I'm pretty sure we solved that. That's the orbital probe cannon. What else? What else? Have you been to Statue Island? That's what I've been calling it, seeing as it's the island where I found the glowing Nomai statue. Get it? I was on the beach on Statue Island when the whole glowy business happened. By the way, it's a nice beach for that kind of thing. I give it a solid 7 out of 10 on the Gabbro relaxation scale. Ooh, want to learn more things and what their rating is on the Gabbro relaxation scale. If you feel like checking out Statue Island, it's the one with 2 islands connected by a natural rock arch. Well, mostly connected anyway, you'll see. Okay, so we need to look for Statue Island. What's up with this planet? Oh, you meant like tell you more about it. Gotcha. Well, Giant's Deep is massive and mostly water. No surprises there. There's a strong current a ways beneath the surface that prevents anything from sinking below it. Seriously, I tried everything I could think of to get past that current, and neither idea worked. But did you think of the counterclockwise, Gabbro? As for land masses, I've counted 4 islands, including this one. There's also the one with that Nomai statue I saw on the beach. Okay, so there's 3 plus 3 others plus the Statue Island. So 4 other islands besides this one to explore. You've seen the cyclones. Yeah, they're hard to miss. They toss up everything in their paths, islands included. Little tip, if you get picked up, try to land in water. Less likely to kill you. Okay. Where's your ship? That's a good question. It's definitely on this planet somewhere. I mean, unless a cyclone came by and tossed it into space, I guess. Yeah, that would be pretty nuts. I hope it's not lonely. Gabbro also has a heart for his ship. Okay. Take it easy out there. You too, Gabbro. I think he's going to be just fine. We can explore the rest of this island while we're here. He didn't say anything about the construction yard. I'm kind of scared that a cyclone's going to go over me and just whip me out into space. One of the main reasons you saw the dialogue can change. Oh, because he's on a time loop. Oh, there's a ship. Oh, that's our ship. Okay. And here's his marshmallow place. Do we get an achievement for roasting a marshmallow everywhere? We've done it here, and we've done it on Brittle Hollow. We did it on Timberhearth. Yeah. We roasted the mallow, but I haven't roasted it long enough to see if it actually burns. Because IRL, I just want to roast the mallow enough to get a light little browning. Oh, it just goes away. Some people, when they're making s'mores, they roast the marshmallow till it's black, and those people are a danger to society. You know? Should I go up? Ooh. Is gravity different here? Yeah. Oh no! This island is in space. Oh shit. It happened. Oh boy. Are we falling? Oh, he said try to land in water. Okay, here we go. Well, here's another island. Ooh, this looks dangerous. Can I get there? Try to eat a lot. Try to eat a lot of marshmallows. I'm kind of terrified. We should take our ship. Oh, this is bad. Oh, look at that jellyfish. Oh, you know what? That purple lightning looks like the what we see outside the glass of the probe. Maybe it's in there. Ooh, and I can't jetpack out of here because the gravity's too deep. Can I walk on you? Oh man, this is bad a little bit. Maybe there's a way up right here. Here we go. We made it. Ooh, what's in here? Can I go in? We haven't found a way past ghost matter. Does that look like it's okay on the right side? Nope. Okay. But I think that just leads through to where the cave is. I don't think that's somewhere new. I mean, it leads through to where our ship is. Okay, let's heal. I think we need to be using our ship to check out these other islands. We're okay. Ooh, exit ship to repair landing camera, landing gear. Oh no. That means we're not going to be able to land. Well, here we go. So 4 other islands to find. A lot of storms on this side. No islands here. Yeah, we don't need to land. Here's an island with a warp portal. Oh, ooh. Oh, it's going into space. And so are we. Okay. Ooh. I want to land on that. Come back down. Okay. We're just gonna land right here. And we'll do a little repairing. Okay, so there is a way to warp here. Probably from the Ash Twin place. Maybe. We have some trees. Okay, let's go explore. Is this the statue island? Is this some other island? Trees detected. Ooh, cyclone. Running by like a cyclone. What's happening here? Ooh, ooh. So these are everywhere. What are these? Okay, let's read. They're going to test the memory statues tonight. Phlox says it could be dangerous, so we can't come. That's Lamy. I feel like this text looks a little different. Looks a little sloppier. But what if we didn't use the door and snuck in the other way? Does anyone want to? They're going to sneak in the other way from the memory statue. Phlox specifically told us not to do that. I really want to see the test too, Lammy, but that's a huge risk to take. We probably shouldn't. Maybe Phlox will let us see a later test. So they're going to test the memory statues, and Lamley and Phlox want to go see. So these statues that play your memories back to you, they're calling them memory statues. Yeah, we can't really jetpack on this planet. Can I come through here? We got these little cyclone things everywhere. Ooh, yeah, this is what we want. Oh, this is the back way to this memory statue. Maybe. Is that where we should be landing? Clever use of gravity crystals. Oh, here comes the cycle. Statue workshop. Okay, so, but it's locked. We need to find a way into the statue workshop. Ooh, there's another island. Is there a way in from over here? Didn't look like it. And the statue. The Gabbro saw. Oh, the statue that Gabbro saw, yes. Because he talked about how he had the same phenomena where his memory was played back to him. How do we get in here? Ooh, from underwater. Oh, there's the statue. Ooh, what's going on that little wall over there? Some kind of mural. No, my statue. It was near the door. Oh. It wasn't this guy. I didn't see that. I wasn't paying close enough attention. Can we get in from underwater? When we're shooting the scout, what are we seeing here? Getting caught on the other side of the island. I wonder if we can swim up in there. Don't see any other way in. Maybe these cyclone little portal things. Yeah, how would Gabbro have gotten in? How would Gabbro have gotten in? Those little things with the cyclone medallion on the floor, they look like something you'd stand in and it'd be like, beam me up, Scotty, and it goes, and you like, go up. Oh, he did not. I see what you mean. The statue that's inside there is not the one Gabbro saw, because he could not have gotten in. That checks out. That makes sense. We got the hypotheses. Let's get back to the statue workshop. I do look like a little beam me up Scotty. But how would we activate that? Ooh, maybe if we're standing on it when the cyclone hits? It's got a picture of the cyclone. Hmm. True. Could just be some beautiful inspired artwork. Wow, look at that. Now, how did I not notice that before? Maybe at the beginning of the cycle it's one big cyclone, huh? And then it breaks up into a bunch of others. Well, here we are somewhere else. Yeah, I like these. These are meant to help us land. Let's remember that. Let's see what's going on in this place. I hate that my jetpack doesn't work too well here. The place where you said you were supposed to land is just a place that's safer to land. Okay, yeah. Ah, now this. Okay, more cyclone situations. Move your body like a cyclone. We saw this place from the projection stone. There's the orbital cannon. Yeah. We should be taking advantage of those because my landing skills... questionable. This is it. We finished building the final orbital probe cannon module and are ready to send it into orbit around Giant's Deep for assembly. Our next step will be to send Privet up to the orbital probe cannon to install the probe tracking system. To all my friends here at the construction yard, my gratitude for your tireless work. I had given up hope, but I truly believe this cannon may actually succeed where many other attempts have not. Oh. Are you going gelatinous on us, love? I'm delighted by your words, but they're atypical for you. Cassava and Daz. If I'm ever half as good as Mallow and Avens behave together, Daz, you may launch me from the orbital probe cannon. Half as gooey. Okay, so these two are not as romantic. They're not as gooey. If I know my brother, Avens, and his spouse will want to launch the probe with as much power as possible, I'm worried the cannon would break under the strain. I propose we give Avens and Mallow a slightly lower maximum power setting than the absolute maximum possible to create room for their enthusiasm. Ah. So they saved them from themselves. They didn't go fully maximum, they went slightly lower than maximum. Yeah. Daz and Cassava. Get blog updated. Okay, so there's something over there. And there's something over here. Ooh, okay, we're going. Gellies. Oh, this is kind of disorienting. On the little balcony. Over there. Oh. Wait. Over here? Oh yeah, I see. Damn. Daz and Cassava. They perished looking out. Dang. At least they died together. Gravity ceramic floor. My favorite mechanic. That's kind of nice. At least they were together, right? Whoa, we're going into space. Maybe we just stay right here while we're in space so we don't go flying off this thing. It's so quiet when it launches you up. Ooh, and it's good to land our ship on that thing because it stays suctioned down by the tractor beam. Oh, wait. It shoots us underwater. Oh, and then we rise back up a little. Okay, I get it. Whoa. Wait. Oh, look. The thing. Oh no, I knew I shouldn't have done it. Where's my ceramic floor? Get me in there. Oh! Good, Gabbro was right. Land in the water. Okay, wait, I think we learned something there, though. Because the cyclone little teleportation thing lit up when we got hit by the cyclone. The cyclone spawn camped us. We just got wrecked. I should not have left the safety of our beautiful ceramic floor. That's on me. Completely on me. I'll take the blame on that one, okay? When the cyclone comes, stay on the ceramic floor. At the very least, make sure we land in water. Yeah. It's kind of violent, too. Just like... Was not expecting that. So if we go back to the statue workshop, we can try to stand on those things when the cyclone hits us. Maybe. Quantum moon! We definitely need to go back to that place and explore more. That's the construction yard, we think. There's the orbital probe cannon. Can we touch the moon? I guess it doesn't matter. It's interesting how at the beginning of the cycle it's just... Whoa! Wait, there was one giant storm. Oh, this is new. That looks like a bramble thing. Yeah, I know like one thing at a time, but like we are here, you know? So, oh, wait. Also, our ship's log has been updated. There's Gabbro, the Statue Island, Ocean Depths, Statue Workshop, Construction Yard. Okay, so there's more to explore at the construction yard. We need to go back there. Gabbro is on the hammock. He found a statue on another island. The statue's eyes started glowing and he saw their memories, right? He remembers dying. So yeah, he also knows about the time loop. We seem to be the only ones aware. Statue Island is the island where the Nomai created statues like the one in our observatory. I found a statue lying on the beach. It looks just like the one in our observatory. So that's the one I was not paying attention to that Manny you mentioned. Don't leave the ship. Ooh, okay. So I wasn't actually paying attention, but there's a Nomai statue on the beach that Gabbro must have seen. And then there's the workshop. Children debated bypassing the workshop's door and sneaking inside via an alternate, more dangerous route. I can see into a large cave from one of the ruins on top of the island. The bottom of the cave is filled with water. So there's some other more dangerous route into the workshop. In the ocean depths, there's a strong current beneath the surface of the ocean that prevents anything from sinking below it. Okay, and maybe unless we find a counterclockwise cyclone. Do not exit the ship. Ooh, maybe it's ghost matter. It says ghost matter nearby. Ooh, yeah, there's ghost matter, little stones in there. Looks pretty bramble-esque. So you're saying I should not exit the ship when we land on this bad boy? Oh, because the cyclone. Exit it after HS. Oh, you were saying, ooh, after this. You were saying don't exit it when the cyclone's about to hit. Problem is our ship gonna go bye-bye? You're good, no worries. Ghost matter. I need to put my ship like in here, because if we get hit by another cyclone, this guy is gone. Can I wedge it in here? This is not the way. Get in there. Well, let's just hope it stays. We're just going to go with the hypothesis that it'll stay. Okay, now there's ghost matter. That way. But not this way. Ooh, but can I make this jump? Why? Game? Okay. Oh, no. It gave us the prompt to try it, and then it promptly didn't let us. Did I forget to jump? I did. It said R2 and hold X. I don't know. I thought I did what it said to do. Very possible that I did not. Actually, it's probably likely that I did not. We got no boost. We got no too much gravity. Can't get up. This is not the way to get there, clearly. Not hover. Jump, then use the booster going forward. Oh, I see. That makes sense. Weird. I'm afraid I'm stuck down here. Piece of ice the ship is at. Oh, I see. There's a nice little slope. Good call. Thank you. So it's like a jump. Jump and do that. Maybe. Yeah, we gotta hit a refuel. That's number one. Okay, take two. What's over there? Okay. We do the jump. There it is. All right. Second time's a charm. You were right. Thankfully. I thought we were about to spend the rest of the cycle just kind of swimming in the ocean. Again? Nice. Now this is ghost matter. So what the heck are we doing here? There's ghost matter everywhere. A streamer jammed the ship in the ghost matter. It went as well as you'd expect. Okay, noted. Do not put the ship into the ghost matter. What are we looking at here? Is this safe? Yeah, this is safe. That's a big jellyfish guy. Play recording. Trip 4, entry number whatever. Crashes 2, boring crashes 0. Remember to see Slate when I get back. Haha, yeah, all the way down to the core. Consider yourself conquered, Giants Deep. You just got feldsparred. Feldspar was here. That was one of my more dramatic feats, if I do say so myself. Can't believe I wasn't electrocuted. Can't wait to tell Hornfels and Gosson about this one. I guess brute force isn't always the answer. So that's one more off the list. Seems all that's left is the big one. Oh no. This is bad. Is this gonna kill us? I don't want to die. Oh, Ghost Matter. Damn. Get back down. Oh, good call. That would have been the play. Yes. Didn't even think about that. Good tip. Okay. So Feldspar was there. There was more to that recording. These cyclones really make exploring Giants Deep difficult. And the magic candy rocks. Those little candies that like sizzle. That is kind of what they look like. Okay, suit on. Pop rocks. There's this candy that was popular here when I was younger. Called Pop rocks. You hold them in your mouth and they like sizzle and crackle. Crashes 2, boring crashes 0. Yeah, that's been our experience as well. That should be the game's subtitle. Oh, you know Pop Rocks, yeah. Pop Rocks. Wonder if they still make those. I gotta go find some Pop Rocks. For the novelty. So we've landed like on multiple little islands in here, but we haven't fully explored them. Because I cannot conquer the cyclone mechanic. But jetpack down is a good tip. And ceramic floor, if we have it, is good. Let's get back in here and finish this recording. Can I land in here? Oh, there it goes to space. Okay. Maybe let's wait for it to come back. The harmonica thing that reminded you of harmonica. Reminded me of feldspar. We did detect the harmonica signal coming from the dark bramble. Yeah, we're like, we're just going to take a peek in here. And they're like, nope. Maybe I should not try to land up in there. Let's do our same strat. Crash landing. Okay. We'll go the correct way. Okay, now we're experts. The harmonica with feldspar, we detected his signal coming from the dark bramble, but we haven't found him. He's got to be alive. He's trapped in the dark bramble. At least I want to believe he's alive. You know, when we did go into the dark bramble before the anglerfish killed us, we did detect his signal, but he was like a couple 100 meters away inside the dark bramble. The homeboy is in there. Oh, let's light the campfire. Let's roast a marshmallow in every location in the game, for sure, for sure. Okay, wait, let's read this before we get tossed into space. Seems like all that's left is the big one now. Dark bramble, here I come. Oh, okay, so he did go to dark bramble. He went all the way down to the core. Interesting. So how'd you get to the core? We need to go find him on dark bramble and ask him how he got to the core. All right. I think that's all there is to see here. Ghost matter everywhere. Brute force is not always the answer. Those are wise words. Those are not words I always heed when gaming. And I probably should. Yeah. I hope Feldspar's okay. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, well, I'm going to hold out hope. I mean, this is a big cyclone. Is that going counterclockwise? No. Why is that one so big? Yeah, all of them are gone. They've all merged into one. What's going on? Oh, no, they haven't all merged into one. There's just one big boy. He's the greatest pilot. Now this. Okay, this is the workshop place. Feldsparring through space. That's what we... yeah. Is that just like launching yourself with reckless abandon? So that you have no boring crashes? Oh, I see. There's the statue that Gabbro saw. So there is a dangerous way in here. And our hypothesis is that it's the little cyclone teleporter. Hopefully we don't get launched into space while we're trying this. If we're stuck on this while it happens, maybe we'll be cool. He's the cyclone they tell you not to worry about. Okay, where's the thing? We're gonna... ooh, wait, maybe there's multiples, aren't there? So which one do we want to stand in? Probably this one. We stand and we wait. The eyes are open on that statue. Ah. So the eyes are open on the statue in the museum because it took our memories. The eyes are open on that one because it took Gabbro's memories. Will this island get hit by a cyclone? We can only hope. I think this may be my last cycle of the evening. So hopefully we don't die in a bad way, in a not boring way. Yeah, that's true. It didn't take them. It played them back for us. Okay, so we're in it and it's doing the thing. Maybe this is just like a safe space and it's not actually a teleporter. Like if you stand in here when the cyclone hits, you don't get drawn into space. Yeah. Oh yeah, the lab. That's true. I did kind of get laser focused on both those places. Good hypothesis for this cyclone thing. Well, that's good to know. In case we're about to get hit, we need to run here. Yeah, we still need to go to Dark Bramble. We still need to explore more here. We gotta check out the interloper. Yeah, why did that happen to us again? We have bad luck, huh? There's a dangerous way in here, huh? There's the door. I mean, is it just under the water? Can we swim up in there? But yeah, maybe at the start of next stream we'll go back to the high energy lab and do some education, some re-education, now that we have some more context. Hopefully this is not our end. Can we maneuver in this stuff? Not really. Maybe there's a hole out here somewhere. Remember our goal on the dark bramble. Yeah, when we were there, we just kind of floated around aimlessly. We did it. I wasn't sure, because we went there unexpectedly, and I wasn't really sure what to do. Oh, left trigger, good call for the... Thank you. Okay, so here's our doorway out, should we ever want it. Okay, we're in the workshop. Now, if a cyclone hits us, and I'm not by one of those cyclone things, I'm not sure what we're going to do. Now, my statues. But that's good advice. Always have a goal in mind. Okay, wait. There's lightning hitting. Does that mean a cyclone's about to get us? No, we're okay. Yarrow, would you kindly step back so Daz is closest to the statue? Is this a Bioshock reference? Would you kindly? Would you kindly step back so Daz is closest to the statue? When pairing, the statue will choose whatever is in closest proximity. Also, it paired with us, huh? See how its eyes have opened? That tells us the statue has paired with Daz. Now, no matter where he is in this star system, Daz's statue will record his memories and send them to the Ash Twin Project. So our memories are getting sent to the Ash Twin Project. This is extraordinary sculpting work, Phlox. He has outdone himself again, hasn't he? And now that we have our first successful pairing, we can test my memory storage prototype. Each statue will send a single Nomai's memories to his or her own storage unit within Ash Twin. Each storage unit will be equipped with a mask, the statue's counterpart, which will be able to send those stored memories back to the corresponding Nomai. Huh. So it'll take your oh, okay, wait. It pairs with you. It sends your memories to something on Ash Twin. Then it can send them back. For the Nomai, at least. Maybe not for us. Nomai. Signal goes here. Signal goes to Goatman. Signal goes to Nomai. Oh, that's the Nomai. And that's the statue. Is that what the Nomai look like? There's only 2 eyes. Goatman. And this is what we saw in the observation room. But only 2 of them were lit up, or maybe 3 of them were lit up. So like ours and Gabro's and maybe someone else's. Not for us, like not my race. Like it works, it says the corresponding Nomai. I guess it could send it back to the corresponding any species. They only knew themselves as Nomai. They didn't conceive of another species using it. But maybe the stored memories are being sent back to us too? So are we just living out stored memory? Have I done this before and this is just a memory that's happening? Well, my brain cannot handle that thought. But yeah, I'm pretty sure there were 3 of these that were lit up in there, which means me and Gabro. Maybe Feldspar? VR works on every human. That's true. Giant's Deep and Ash Twin. So is this going to show us that crazy room again? Yes. See, okay, 1, 2, 3. So who else has touched? Cyclone? I heard sounds. Giant's Deep and Ash Twin. Raimi, I've installed the masks inside the Ash Twin project. Phlox, they look beautiful, although I do feel as though I'm being observed. It's comforting to know the statues will not pair until the project succeeds. Otherwise, I imagine the experience would be hard to endure. Ideally, they'll only need to activate once the project succeeds as a safety measure. However, the statues will also activate in the event of equipment failure. They will? Why is that? If anything goes wrong with the Ash Twin project, the statues and their masks will make us aware of the situation and enable us to fix it. Otherwise, it would be possible for us to remain permanently unaware of the problem. I hadn't thought of that. What a profoundly horrific fate that would be. So the universe is ending. That's our problem. Sorry, the sun is exploding. That's our problem. So it's making us aware of the situation and enabling us to fix it by letting us go back in time 22 minutes. That's a pretty thin hypothesis. Yeah, that's true. What kind of problem would they be talking about? They're talking about a problem with the Ash Twin Project. And the Ash Twin Project is to build all those warp towers? I see. Something like that. I want to go up there. Ooh, I have to... how do I get up there? Ship log. Yeah, good call. Maybe when we get launched into space, I can float my way up there. Cyclone's coming. Oh, that's a good little warning. When I hear that noise, it's time to get in there. But I'm not going to get in there. We're going to fly. This. Oh, no. Oh, yes. Get in there. Get in there. We're safe. We have to make sure we don't get hit doubly. Okay, are we truly safe? 3 minutes oxygen remaining. Okay, let's read. Phlox, I'm curious, is sending a being's memories back in time the same as sending the being itself back in time? Okay, now, yeah, this is what I can't wrap my brain around. As an example, if we were to send my memories back in time, is that the same as sending me back in time? Not my physical body, but my essence. I imagine they're two different actions. Wouldn't both actions be effectively the same? Suppose that time was being rewritten. I believe that is different than receiving memories from what is effectively the future. Time is being rewritten. That's different than receiving memories from what is effectively the future. But isn't the end result identical in either case? A ship got jammed in here? I don't know. I mean, for every puzzle that we like successfully figure out, there's quite a few that we bungle pretty badly. But I'll take GG for that. We did get that pretty quick, huh? This hurts my head to try to figure out this whole thing. Suppose that time was being rewritten. So your memory gets sent from this thing to back to you. I don't know, I can't quite get it. The forge. Time travel. Is it time travel or is it just sending memories back? So Phlox is here in the present. If he sends to his memories to Phlox from 22 minutes ago, is that the same as sending him back? No, because, or yes, because time is being rewritten, or that's different than just receiving memories from what is effectively the future. It is being rewritten. Oh, parallel universes. Also head hurting. Yeah, it's a different you. It's like the timeline splits. But yeah, there is the idea that like, yeah, multiple timelines. Oh shit. The past you with memories of future you. But that future you did not have those memories when it was existing at that time. So it is like a new timeline. Weird. So, yeah, I don't know how we're going to find out how these statues relate. What does that mean for us? The fact that we looked at that Nomai statue and it's sending our memories back to us or something? Like, what's this right now? What's happening here? Are we living out a memory? Your universe gets redone. Roll back. I see the future you doesn't exist anymore. This is real. Bramble Island, Statue Workshop. Well, we have an update to the Ash Twin project. Every memory recorded by a Nomai statue is transmitted to a corresponding storage unit within the Ash Twin. So every cycle we do, our memories are getting sent to this thing. And then... okay, wait. So when we wake up at the campfire, it's like maybe a separate timeline or whatever. That's us from 22 minutes ago gaining all the memories of like this cycle and every cycle before it. Maybe. It's a past us with the memories of future us. And the future us ceases to exist. Just imagine simple time travel. Maybe it is a direct, we just go back in time to the start with all of our memories that we gained. Okay. I do like the thought experiments, but then I get stun locked. Nomai statues were designed to pair with a single user, record their memories, and send those memories to a storage unit within the Ash Twin project. Each storage unit inside the Ash Twin project was equipped with a mask, the statue's counterpart, which could then send those stored memories back to the corresponding user. The statues were designed to only activate once the Ash Twin project succeeded, or in the event that it failed. So the statues activate, well, maybe okay, the Ash Twin project fails when the sun blows up. And that's why it activates. Maybe. You can see what the project is about now, too. They wanted to make an advanced warp core. They plan to construct technology capable of producing a 22-minute negative time interval. But why? They plan to construct technology capable of producing a 22-minute negative time interval. An advanced warp core was approved for installation. Why would it fail when the sun explodes? It just gets broken. Good point. Good point. Well, what was the other condition? Not just if it fails. Oh, they will activate once the Ash Twin project succeeded. But does the Ash Twin project succeed? Yeah, the Ash Twin project successfully produces a 22-minute negative time interval. And so that's project success. And so the mask gets activated and sends memories to us 22 minutes ago. Statues only activate once. Yeah, we don't actually know the objective. I am kind of trying to understand. I think there's more to be learned, huh? What it does is produce this 22-minute time interval, but what's the objective? Statues only activate once. Right. I'm picturing the statue activating every time the cycle resets. Activate once the Ash Twin project succeeded or if it fails. And the Dark Bramble Island. An island of thorny vines and what appears to be a frozen jellyfish. It looks like Feldspar camped here before heading off to Dark Bramble. Nice. Ooh, construction yard we have to explore. Okay, that's fair. We'll take it with a grain of salt. We still have much to learn, so I'll try not to get too stun locked. We need to make it back to the statue workshop. This is Gabbro's Island, right? Yes. That's the bramble. Maybe the project succeeds every loop. Gabbro's ship. Well, I can't land in it, but that's got to be his ship. I want to go inside. Wait a second. Oh, that's going clockwise. I want to go in there, but I'm scared. Now this. Here's the statue workshop. There's something else over there. Energy lab might help with this whole thing. It usually takes 2 trips to make sure you understood everything. Okay. Yeah, when I end stream, I'm going to make a note to go there first next stream. I have to make notes. Here's our beautiful ceramic floor that will save us from the cyclone. Yeah, we should go back there and read more. I hear you on that one. Can I get here before the cyclone hits? We're here. Control module. Okay, right. That's fine. We saw. We've been there. What's this? The orbital project cannon, and it's 3 modules. What might this be? 18 minutes, 6 seconds ago, long-range probe successfully launched. Okay. Ship log updated. Yeah, that's when the loop began. It launched the probe. What are we looking at here? This is between Giant's Deep and the control module. I have bad news, Avens. Yarrow says there was a problem with the proposed power source, so the orbital probe cannon won't be asked to fire. Yeah, it was 18 minutes when we checked last time too, right? Incidents. Or is it? Bum bum bum. I hope you're pulling my locomotive limb here. Oh wait, we read this because this is I hope you're pulling my leg. Right, because we read this when we put this on the thing in the control room. I get it. I get it, I get it, I get it. Right? Yeah. Now there's something over there. Which means, ooh, but the tile's broken. Oh no, are we gonna have to fly over there? When we go into space? Is there a cyclone safe spot? Oh no, wait, we just walk on our ceramic floor, of course, of course. They said they were not gonna fire the cannon, right. I'm worried the cyclone's gonna hit. I don't see a safe space over here. Is there even anything over here? Oh, there is something here. Aha, brittle hollow. Get to the safety of the ceramic. Quickly. Right. Let's see what this says. Well, we could also see where this projects to. Projection. Ooh, okay, we were here. This is the Southern Observatory. Or something. No. 20 minutes ago. Connoy, Daz, and I were lifting orbital probe cannon components into orbit for assembly, and one somehow sank down beneath the current. Right. the counterclockwise. Conway, you should have seen it. We thought it was impossible for any cannon components to sink even partially below the current, but ours sank straight to the core. Cassava convinced me not to try to recreate the phenomenon myself using other cannon parts, but we're very curious to know what happened. How could something pass through the current? My gratitude for your interesting question. This is exciting. Spire constructed a model of Giant's Deep here at Brittle Hollow's Southern Observatory, and it reveals how an object might sink below the current, the counterclockwise. Did I read about the cannon on the observatory? I think so. Conway, I'm unable to grasp the answer by looking through the projection pool. If I visit the observatory, would you kindly explain? Oh, get safe. No! Yes. Can I read from here? I can't. There's one more thing to read. I think on the observatory we read all the things that there were to read. I think. It's on the top floor and you need to scroll. We may have missed it. If you don't mind the trek beneath the surface to the South Pole, I'd be delighted to see you. There are 2 trailheads, one at Brittle Hollow's gravity cannon and one at the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. Yeah, we couldn't get into the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. There are 2 trailheads, one at the gravity cannon and one at the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. Maybe we should go find the Quantum Knowledge Tower and see if there's another way in. Another trailhead. It doesn't say more to explore here, then you did miss it. Okay, yeah, it definitely does not say more to explore here. Can we make it back to our ship and read our ship log before this cycle ends? I can double check that. Oh yeah, but we can't stop time now. The statue workshop. It's exploding now. Oh yeah, we finished reading about the statue workshop, okay. Southern Observatory. Look at our crazy bulletin board wall here. Southern Observatory. Yeah, okay, we're good on the Southern Observatory. Okay. What does it look like from... Whoa. Okay, so here's the mask. And it's showing all the memories we just lived. Yeah, yes, it is. We got a lot of stuff on our rumor wall. We're not done at Giant's Deep, though. There's still one more island we need to look at, or maybe 2. Blue lines are going into us. So here we are waking up and like all those memories just got sent to us from the mask. We're looking right at the station exploding. The Ashburn project succeeded because it launched the orbital cannon. The orbital probe got launched. I don't know. So many theories. We spent a lot of last stream on Giant's Deep, the gas giant planet. We found out that the Nomai were trying to make a 22-minute time interval or something. They had some orbital cannon blow up. You can see it right there. And look, oh, you can see it get shot out. Didn't notice that before. So it shoots the thing out when our little cycle starts. And why is it shooting it out? Maybe it's trying to get to the eye? We have some Nomai mysteries to uncover. Our friend Manny suggested last stream that we go to the high energy lab, which we've been to. But let's go again and do some reading. I think it's here. Let's learn about what the Nomai were doing and why. Because as we visit these new places, we're starting to piece more and more things together. We still need to go into Dark Bramble. We went there once on accident and got wrecked by an anglerfish. So we need to remedy that. We could actually fly all the way through the middle of this place. That's kind of interesting. I never noticed that. There's a giant hole in the center here. Is it worth trying to go in there and just see what happens? That's sand. Oh, it is. It's all sand. So the sand rises from here. We can't actually get in there. Can I come out of here without crashing? Look at us. So let's go back to the high energy lab, which I think is at the bottom of the sunless city, which means we got to go fast because sand is rising. Okay. Pilot skills need work, but we're getting better. It could have been a worse landing. Anyways, here we are. Hope you're having a good night, Philly. Hope you're having a good weekend. Good to see you, dude. Can I not die? Okay. I could be misremembering, but I think we go all the way down. But this place is kind of cool when it's dark. Let's turn everything on. Let there be light. Oh, it's still dark down low. Did I not turn everything on? I missed one. And that's the high energy lab, right? Yeah. Making sure we've seen everything. Yeah, we saw all this. Got gold on your C9. Let's go. You've been grinding, huh? Man's a god gamer. How's the new whip treating you? Everyone like, damn, Philly. You are fly. I don't remember going this way, but this must be right. We follow the cable. Oh yeah, we did go this way, and we had to wait for the sand to rise in order to get past this stuff. Which might be a minute. Yeah, because if we try to go when this is exposed, we get punctured. So we wait. They think you do OnlyFans. They're like, damn, man, how do you afford that? Just play into it. You should give them a random OnlyFans that is not yours, but pretend like it's yours. That's funny. Does time still pass when I'm in the map? It sounds like sand is falling. Yeah. We want to go back to Giant's Deep, and we want to go to Dark Bramble. And we want to check out the Interloper. You need some cash? That's funny, their first response is to ask that. Okay, we're going to be very patient. We're not going to go too fast. Okay, now it's safe. What? Okay, whatever. We're good. It's funny, dude. Wait. Forgot how hard it was to get into this high energy lab. Oh no. Oh yes? Okay. Oh no. Oh yes. I'm confused. Is this right? We sound like we're near the surface. Oh wait, where does that come from? We should find where that entrance is. I guess we did go through all this. Okay, yeah, this looks familiar because we missed this jump. But not today. Okay. So let's learn a little more about the Nomai. Yeah, we didn't understand this window. I do remember that. There's these little warp panels that we played with a little bit, but... Something's going on up there. Let's do some reading, and we'll come play with this. There's this thing, which gives power to that. I think it diverts power from the city or something. Okay, so Pi says, records show Nomai arriving at the warp receiver on Brittle Hollow very slightly before departing from the Whitehall station. Raimi and I are devising an experiment to test if this is real or machine error. So we learned about that. Something about how when you step on the warp pad, you actually arrive in your destination before you leave the receiver. So they were doing some experiments to verify that. They want to try to reproduce a negative amount of time elapsing between something entering the black hole and exiting. Experiment setup will first pair a small black hole core with a small white hole core to mimic the setup on Whitehall Station. Hypothesis, it is possible for an object to exit a white hole before entering the black hole. Okay. That's what they want to test. Can you arrive somewhere before you leave? An update. Our experiment here reproduced the anomaly in arrival and departure times, but Pi is unconvinced it's more than an equipment error. I hope to strengthen the effect to render it visible to the unaided eyes. To that end, we've decided to try adding more energy. I imagine the Sunless City energy supply should prove sufficient. So maybe that's what this is. We just diverted the energy to this thing. Don't know. Of note, Raimi, Yara requests that we let him know before we reroute energy to the experiment. I'd hate to leave him in the dark. All available energy has been rerouted from the city to our experiment. Raimi and I are about to run a new test. Hypothesis confirmed, hypothesis confirmed. I saw it, Pi saw it. This is beyond extraordinary. This changes everything. What a beautiful day for the intersection of abstract theory and practical application. So they did it. They did an experiment and they successfully made it to where you arrive before you leave. So is there a difference between these warp cores? Let's say they wanted to put a small white one next to a small black one. Maybe that's what we didn't do last time. Okay, yeah, so this is new now. So if I launch the scout into there... Yeah, we didn't do this last time. Can I get it in there? Is that what I'm meant to do? What's all this sound? Oh, the sand. If I hold it longer, it shoots harder? I'm struggling. Get in the thing. Like, when I go a little bit up, it decides to go crazy fast. Why don't you want to go crazy fast when I have you aimed in the right spot? Like it's only one or the other. Okay. Well, we can't... Oh, it goes from the black to the white. I get it now. Okay, so... Yeah, see, it comes out before it goes in. Weird, right? It comes out before it goes in. Okay, so that's their experiment. And then we read something about how they're trying to extend that to 22 minutes. There's more scrolls. The Southern Observatory is asking if creating a 22-minute interval is possible. Now, what was the Southern Observatory trying to do? That's on Brittle Hollow. Can they have something arrive 22 minutes before it is actually sent through the warp? You have to remember the Southern Observatory. We've learned the negative interval of time between departure and arrival can be increased by adding more energy to the warp core. Problematically, the energy required to extend the interval increases at an exponential rate. Creating a 22-minute long interval is possible, but we are currently unable to generate the necessary energy. Rami and I believe it would be necessary to invent a new method of producing energy, a thrilling but enormous undertaking. We would also require advanced warp technology able to handle such energy. We would also likely need an enormous space to fit these proposed new energy and warp technologies together. The only location large enough would be Ash Twin. The energy is currently unavailable, you say. You're a gas pie. My pun was unintended, Rami, so I believe it's you who is error form. So they need a boatload of energy to make this 22-minute interval for the Southern Observatory. The Ash Twin project will be one of our biggest undertakings, metaphorically and physically. To build it, we need a way to travel quickly between Ash Twin and each location that holds crucial project materials. What if we use warp towers like the one we have on Whitehole Station to connect Ash Twin directly to each critical location? Pokeroot and I can begin work on this immediately in the Black Hole Forge. Each tower on Ash Twin will warp to a different planet. My gratitude to those who noted my imprecise language. Yes, the sun is not a planet. I believe this has been sufficiently clarified. We can design each tower to visually reflect its warp destination. Giant Steep Tower, for instance, could resemble a cyclone, and we could model the Timberhearth Tower after a geyser mountain. Okay, so we did learn all that. Wait, where'd our scroll go? Oh, we were holding it. Right, and we did experiment with some of those towers. They need to build something that can handle a whole bunch of energy. You living on the sun? What's that song? It's like a Smash Mouth song. Something about might as well be walking on the sun. That's why you're so fire. I get it. Because you live on the sun. Okay, yeah, and these are... Okay. Now, where is our ship? Pretty far. Ooh, is this a problem? There's Philly. There's the interloper. The Southern Observatory. It was trying to find the eye. Based on their knowledge of the quantum moon, the Nomai believed the eye was in a distant orbit around the sun. They decided to stop searching for the eye's signal and instead for it visually by sending out a deep space probe. There were concerns that the probability of launching a probe in the correct direction would be absurdly small. Ah, so that's this cannon that we saw on Giant's Deep. In order to find the eye, they wanted to send out a probe. And they needed a 22-minute time interval. All in the idea of solving the eye, or finding the eye. There's also a shuttle that says there's more to explore. I think we're near, yeah. Can I call it to the gravity cannon, or is it too late in the cycle? Looks like we could do it. There's a shuttle here. Let's call it back. What is this? Shuttle's currently resting at the comet. Oops. Call the shuttle home. Okay, the shuttle is back. Now, it said there's more to explore here. I fear our situation may be dire. What are we reading? A mask. It's like one of those masks. Wait, what am I reading? I guess I'm reading this. Pi Poke and I landed on this comet not long after its arrival in the star system. Our shuttle's equipment heard strange energy readings coming from somewhere beneath the surface. Pi and Poke were able to locate a fissure in the ice on the comet's sunward side, and they descended inside to investigate the source of the readings. But Pi and my sister have been gone for a long time now. They haven't contacted me since descending below the surface either. Should I leave the shuttle to look for them? I want to follow protocol, but I don't know what I'll do if they aren't well. Poke, Pi, come back to me safely, my friends. So Poke and Pi went onto the comet and they never came back, we think. And this was the shuttle that went to the comet. This looks like the mask that sends your enemies back, your memories back to you upon completion of their mission. So why is there more to explore here? That looks like a warp thing, huh? Do we send this thing out? Okay. Ship log updated. Are we headed towards the interloper? Let's just ride the shuttle. Ooh, that's space right there. There's the quantum moon. Oh, it just goes into the sun? Okay, so just sending the shuttle out is not the way. Our ship log got updated, though. Okay, that's a quick end to that little loop. We launched the shuttle and we went into the sun. So the thing explodes. And does it send out the thing? That time it didn't look like something came flying out of it. Let's go see what just got updated on our ship's log. Based on that frozen shuttle. Something changed. Put on the suit. No. There's more to explore here still. Clary, the Nomai stay behind, lost contact. Maybe we need to go to the interloper and that will clear this out. Oh, gravity cannon. A huge cylindrical structure that generates a strong upward gravity field. Well, we do want to go to the interloper. I think we should go back to Giant's Deep. That's where we were yesterday. And we didn't finish exploring all of Giant's Deep. But can we find Giant's Deep? Where is the deep of the giant? The quantum? It's directly behind us. Oh, wait, it's there. Okay. We learned on Giant's Deep last stream, we learned about these masks that collect your memories and then send them back to you or something. And from what we understand, like that's what's happening at the beginning of each loop, is those memories from the mask are coming back to us. And it said that they were set to do that upon mission success. So they have mission success and it sends us our memories. Is mission success finding the eye? Did we think about that? We said mission success was them creating the 22-minute time interval. But what is that in service of? I think it's in service of finding the eye. Which means maybe when the sun explodes, they find the eye? Did we explore all of this? Yeah, this is the island with the masks. Pretty sure we did all of that. Here's the island with Feldspar's recording. We explored all of that. There may be another island or two, though, that we still need to check out. Here's the island with Gabbro. A very chill fellow. Now, are there other islands? That's 1, 2, 3. I think there's 5 total, including his. Oh yeah, here's the construction yard. We did explore all of this. So what are we missing? Maybe we should go talk to Gabbro again. Or here. What is this? Oh wait, this is the Mask Island again. There's Gabbro's ship. Let's go talk to Gabbro again and see if he can help us. Does he have a good landing spot? He doesn't. Unfortunate. That means our ship might get stuck. Uh-oh. Well, if a cyclone picks up this planet, or this little island, our ship might go goodbye. Let's see if he has anything new to tell us. Nice weather we're having, huh? Wait, have I used that one before? Where should I explore? Have you been to Statue Island? Yes. I was on the beach when the whole glowy business happened. By the way, it's a nice beach for that kind of thing. 7 out of 10. Okay, we checked out that. Giant's Deep is massive. There's a strong... Okay. We're gonna get hurt here. Can I make it to my ship before we crash? Get in here. We're about to go crashing back down to the planet. Let me in. Okay. Okay. Is it safe? Okay. Wait. Oh, it's not safe. Did our ship move? Now I'm lost on where we are and where Gabbro is. Oh, we go this way. I thought I remember him telling us all of the locations here. What's up with this planet? Strong current. There's 4 islands, including this one. So there's 3 others. There's also the one with that Nomai statue. So the 3 others are the Bramble, the construction yard, and one other one. And then the other one with the Nomai statue. Unless he's including the one with the Nomai statue in the 4, but it's worded in a weird way there. Wait, what are we looking at here? What's floating by us? Can I get out of this conversation? What's that? Oh, is that the dark bramble thing? Yeah, that's the Bramble Island. Okay. That was weird. I didn't know that they float by each other like that. I think we reached the inside of Statue Island. So the Nomai created those head statues to record memories, huh? Yeah, I could see the Nomai doing that. Not sure what for, but it seems like their sort of thing. Do you think the statues are recording our memories then? Because I remember that one on the beach looked at me funny. That must be my memory friend. I think we told him about all this. I don't think we have anything new to talk about with Gabbro. But we may be done on Giant's Deep. Not done for good, but for now. There's still something like in the middle of the planet that looks like where the probe cannon is. But we don't really have a great way to get there. The ocean depth. The Nomai on the construction yard saw something sink beneath the underwater current, which they'd previously thought was impossible. Feldspar found a way to reach the core. But we could go look for Feldspar. He's in the dark bramble. For some reason, the Nomai put the orbital probe cannon on indefinite hiatus. The cannon was not asked to fire. However, it did fire. According to a Nomai computer, a long-range probe was recently launched. Yeah. So we could go ask Feldspar how to get to the middle of this island. I mean, the middle of the planet. I think, based on what we read at the Southern Observatory, when there's a counterclockwise cyclone, it shoots you down instead of up. So all these are moving clockwise. Do we see anything moving counterclockwise? Everything here is moving clockwise. Ooh, that looks counterclockwise. Here. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Right? Yeah, this is counterclockwise. So will you send us in? It will. Okay, it just dumps us down, though. It doesn't actually put us in there. I guess we just fly. Fly in here. This could kill us, but what's the worst that happens? We just reset. Ooh, this looks dangerous. Why is that red? They're gonna shock us. That looks like it's saying, stop, do not enter. But how else are we gonna find out? Okay. Electrical systems damaged. Does that mean we can't fly? We can fly. We just have no electrical. So we should go find Feldspar to find out how to get in there. Because it looks like that's where the orbital cannon went. It looks like... I mean, I think it's been since last stream, or maybe before. But when we looked inside the orbital cannon, you can see out the windows, and it looks like that purple lightning stuff. Where's our repairage? This is the thing I have to... Ooh, I can't really actually fly up to repair it because there's no gravity. Kind of a problem. Maybe if I set it down near the stairs. Maybe I can reach it now. Wait, weren't there stairs here? Oh yeah, that's not the way. Ooh, maybe I can climb? Aha. Okay, that's not the way. Maybe we don't even need to repair the electrical. Yeah, whatever I'm trying to do is not working. Let's just go to Dark Bramble. Who needs electrical? Maybe we can land on Bramble where there's better gravity situation and we can try it. Well, let's find Feldspar. Been a long time coming. The only question is, where is the Bramble? Here. Okay. Now, last time we were here, we died to anglerfish. But since then, we learned that they're blind. Which means maybe as long as we don't make any noise, we can sneak by them. But this is a spooky place. Because look how small this looks, right? It just looks like a tiny little thing. But when we go in here, it's like a whole new area expands. Very confusing. If we'll be okay in here without electrical. Yeah, it's a whole new base. Should we stay in our ship? Well, let's do this. First of all, let's land. There's really no gravity here, huh? Well, all we want to do is repair a little bit. The gravity's not great. Repair. Hello. Okay. All right, we did it. So last time we came here, we went into that orange light. And it was like another portal. Let's see what these white lights are. They're probably anglerfish. Let's see. At least the last time we got close to one of these white lights, it was an anglerfish. Very bright. What is it? Ooh, oh, it's another portal. Okay. So there's all kinds of portals everywhere. So this is just a giant maze. Now, we're gonna land. Well, it's not really landing, but we need our signal scope because we want to find Feldspar. He's 900 meters that way. We just fly that way before going in any of these portals. What's that noise? Oh, we got wrecked. An anglerfish found us. Now, why did that happen? Because we made noise, I guess. So maybe we can't be in the ship. In the bramble of the dark. Maybe we made noise when we like kind of crash landed on that thing. We have to be super quiet on the bramble. In the bramble. I'd like to be able to have our ship with us, but maybe it makes too much noise. Maybe we just got too close. I didn't even see where that guy came from, though. Interloper. We do want to check that out. Is that the bramble? Go here. Maybe we try to abandon our ship. And we just fly around. Is our autopilot going to take us into the sun? That'd be kind of close. Okay. Let's try again. I think we're going to abandon ship. and just float. And we have to be very quiet. Which I hope just means, like, don't touch a wall. Like, does our jetpack make too much noise? Okay. Whole new world. Let's set down gently. Is there a way to even land? Or is there not enough gravity for this thing to even stay somewhere? Can you just stay right there? Can I even get out of this? Do I have my suit on? Ooh, that was almost bad. Okay. Is our ship stationary? Hopefully it stays there. Well, who cares? We'll spend this whole cycle here. Now, feldspar. He's 1,200 meters that way. So I guess we should go towards that. And we have to be careful not to hit any walls, or else one of these fish might come get us. And we can't even see if there's any fish around us. Like, is that a fish? Okay, we're getting closer. I'm worried that he's like through one of these portals though. We're just gonna keep going towards. Are we using fuel even when I'm not like boosting hard? Yeah, we are using fuel. Now did he move? Okay, we can't hit any walls. Okay, wait, we're getting close. I'm afraid to move too fast because we're gonna ram into a wall and alert an anglerfish. Oh, we have to go in here. Okay. I get it. Our only problem is that fuel could be an issue if, like, when we go into this, is it about to be another 1,000 meters to find him? This is 100 meters in. 60 meters in. He should be right here, right? No. That's another 100,000 meters. Not 100,000. And there's 3 different signals, huh? I guess we just keep going towards it. And we hope we don't run out of fuel. There's one 500 meters away. There's these other circles, though. And another one. And another one. He's in multiple places. I don't know. I guess we follow this. Like a maze in here. Try not to go too fast so we don't lose control. If I start boosting too much in one direction, then we just like shoot in that direction. Uncontrollably. Alright, so he's 100 meters away, but when we come in here, is now another 800 meters? So hard to see. Yeah, another 800 meters. But it looks like directly straight. This is the only light here. And we have yet to see an anglerfish, knock on wood. He's not bad at the harmonica, huh? We're just going to take it nice and easy in case this is a fish or there's a fish around us. Okay, another split into 3 different things, huh? 2 different signals. He's in 2 places at once. Okay, see, that's an anglerfish. He living in a dead anglerfish? There are trees there, so We go in here? Yeah, look, there's a campfire. Hey, wait, I'm scared, but also this looks dead. Looks like there's another portal inside of him there. Identified signal. And do you have a refill here, dude? Okay, let's get up by this little gravity crystal. Oh yeah, well, trees are here. Jetpack? Oh, we're chilling. Okay, our man Feldspar. What's up, dude? A little harmonica man. Wait, let's roast a marshmallow. Okay. Oh, he has fish? Dude, every place else just has marshmallows. He's living it up. Okay, let's talk to Feldspar. Been a long time coming that we find Feldspar. I think we may have found all of the instrument guys now. We should go back and tell the guy on Timberhearth. Whoa, where'd you come from? No one's come in here, well, ever actually. That makes you the second Hearthian to ever reach Dark Bramble, after me, of course. Well done. Hey, it's you. They made you an astronaut and you haven't blown yourself up yet. Good for you. Feldspar, you're alive. You never were the brightest hatchling, were you? Yeah, that's right. I'm alive. Been camping out here since my ship, crashed violently. Oh, this is a good story. I just finished exploring the core of Giant's Deep, which is what we want to do. It needed a new challenge, and none of us had ever been inside Dark Bramble, so I think, hey, let's give that a try. I've been cruising around for a while, dodging the odd, massive, interdimensional vine bristling with thorns, when I run into this huge anglerfish, the biggest I've ever seen. I pull a few stunts, try to shake the thing off, and nothing too fancy. I'm going full speed when the fish clips me, knocks me into a vine, and, well, like I said, crash, blammo. On impact, my ship starts making noises like it's coming apart from the inside. And I think, well, that ain't great. Sure enough, I barely get out of there before the electrical systems start sparking like crazy. It's either move fast or die unpleasantly, so I had to put a little distance between me and my poor fried ship. Camped out near where I crashed at first, I found the skeleton later. Great find. Would have been stupid not to use it. So I moved my setup here and planted my emergency tree seeds. Been here ever since. No wonder there are so many stories about you. You're not half bad yourself making it here in one piece. Anyway, that's how it all went down, hatchling. Story's over, but feel free to stay and enjoy the fire a while. Or don't, fire's not going anywhere. Yeah, we need to ask him about the giant deep core. Let's ask him where to explore. Well, let's just go one by one. I found something. We found a dark bramble seed on Timberhearth. That's bad business. As Chert will tell you, if you so much as glance in the dark bramble's direction, there used to be a fifth planet where the bramble is now. This infernal plant appeared at the center and kept growing and growing and growing until it shattered the planet and scattered its pieces across space. If we don't get that seed you found sorted real quick, like I suspect Timberhearth will be heading towards the same fate. And I tell you what, we Hearthians have overcome far too much to be done in by some worthless seed. That's kind of ominous. Ooh, it looks like this. We shoot our signal thing into it. Will it go into Timberhearth? Wait. 200 meters. Maybe that's how we get out of here. Can we take him with us? Do you think he would follow us? Okay, wait, we have more to talk to him about. We found the writing saying anglerfish are blind. Aha, so the blasted things do have a weakness. Meaning my fly as fast as I can approach to dealing with him could have used a bit more thought behind it. At least they didn't eat me. All's well that ends well, eh, hatchling? Where should I explore here? That's the spirit. Anywhere's good, but you should know that space is weird here, intensely. Ever tried throwing your scout into one of these weird seeds? See there with the little opening? It's just big enough to launch one through. Your scout tracker will tell you the scout is in two places at once, but I don't think that's wrong exactly. Because space doesn't work right in here. That seed looks small, see, but inside it's bigger. Much bigger. I've had a lot of time to think about this, and my theory is space in dark bramble kind of expands as you go through each sphere. That's why it's bigger inside those seeds. That's my theory. Keep in mind while you're exploring dark bramble, and maybe you won't get lost inside forever. Good luck. But do we want to be exploring all these little seeds? I feel like we could just go on forever, unless we have a destination that we know where it is. So, tell us about how to get to the middle of Giant's Deep. That was a wild one. But since you're asking, I gotta assume you haven't made it down there yourself yet, right? If I tell you how, it kind of feels like cheating. On a completely unrelated note, that sure was a big hollow vine my ship crashed into. Oh. One of these seeds is a portal to the inside of Giant's Deep. But we have to find where his ship crashed to find that. If I were you, I'd go take a walk and see where it ends. You'll want to go to the tail end of this anglerfish skeleton here and look for a flickering light in the fog. That'll be my old ship. Path starts there. Hey. Go to the tail end of the anglerfish and look for a flickering light. Alright, so we have a mission. Let's see what else he can tell us. Not far from here, we asked him where his ship was. Not far from here, as a matter of fact, if you go straight past the tail, you'll see the flickering light in the fog. Follow that, you'll find my own ship. Okay. What happened to this anglerfish? It was like this when I got here. As near as I can tell, this anglerfish must have been chewing on the vine and eaten a seed, and then the seed grew and grew in the poor fish's stomach until this happened. Gross, huh? The skeleton was a good find, keeps the fish away. See, they're territorial, so they mostly avoid each other. That's why I set up camp here. Wait, is this the one he's talking about? Oh, I can't look at my map. I'm wondering if that... See, it's moving. Would that be on Giant's Deep? Oh no. What the heck? Okay. Weird. Shouldn't I tell ground control to come get you? Yeah, sure, whenever you have the time. Frankly, I kind of like it here, quiet, peaceful-ish. You're a little young to understand, but it's a lot of pressure being the best that ever was. But nice to have a break. Okay. Alright. Nice talking to you, Feldspar. Did we talk about everything? I think so. So the tail end of the fish. There's a flashing light. That looks like a flashing light. Let's go towards this. Are there any kind of signals happening here? No, okay, wait, we can see it. So maybe this leads us to the middle of the Giant's Deep. The problem is we don't have our ship with us. Can we go inside Feldspar's ship? No. So somehow this is going to take us to Giant's Deep? You didn't really explain. Maybe we go this way? Wonder how deep in the cycle we are right now. If I have time. There's a chance this takes us where we want to go. There's also a chance it just like spits us out somewhere else in the dark bramble. Oh, something's happening. Something happened. And now there's gravity. Wait, are we... I want to go... Guess we keep going straight, right? Is this inside Giant's Deep? This is different for sure. Yeah, this is Giant's Deep because that's a jellyfish. Let's be careful not to fall. Recording. Trip 4. Entry, I'm going to say not 1. Crashes 3. Boring crashes 0. Oh, this looks like Gabbro talking. Whoa, never thought I'd see one of these beasties outside of Giant's Deep. They were awfully useful back there. Maybe a jellyfish could be useful here too. So we're not in Giant's Deep. Thing tastes terrible. The outside is all rubbery and tough. Maybe that's because it insulates the jellyfish inside from getting zapped by electricity. Going inside of the jellyfish interior cavity to see if what's in there tastes any better. Gabbro's a little silly. He went inside the jellyfish, huh? I don't think we're doing that. What's over this edge? Duplicate signal of the ship, huh? Weird. The wall. That looks like a portal down there. Did we take it? Is there something for us to do with this jellyfish? Well, we came from over here. I guess we should go down, fall down and go in that other portal. Are there multiple portals? What's that? Weird. What's that? Multiple seeds. How do we know which one? And we're low on oxygen, so let's go. Wait. Don't go yet. I want to understand where we are. Ooh, this is not good. There's all the planets. We're really far away. There's Giant's Deep. I don't know where this seed is. And how did Gabbro get here? There's multiple ship signals. Oh man. Now are we just back on Dark Bramble? And then we would clean your room. I like that. Capture that energy. Don't let it go away. Harness the energy. And clean. What's better than a clean room? There's probably some things that are better. But I love a good clean room. No distractions. Wait. Uh-oh. Oh, our cycle's ending. Shit. Can I not go in this one? That's feldspars in there. The cycle's over anyway. Feldspars inside this thing. These and other ones too, I guess. We're not going to make it back to him before the cycle ends, unfortunately. Big maze. Throw some papers away. Some drinks. All right, so you keep it pretty clean usually. You're just doing a little tidying. I respect it. I like a good clean room. Something about, I don't know. For me, when there's like stuff around, I think it's more like, you have to clean it at some point. It's like a future thing on your to-do list. When you take care of it, you're like, okay, I don't have to do anything in here right now. We have some ship's log updates. We're going to have to go back and talk to Feldspar and figure out what we did wrong there. There's the ocean depths, Feldspar's camp, frozen jellyfish. Let's read. The ocean is surprisingly calm beneath the current. Some sort of electrical field surrounds the planet's core. Yeah, we know that. Feldspar is alive. They crashed their ship and they're now camping. He doesn't think my scout tracker is wrong when it says my scout is in 2 places at once. Space doesn't work the same in the dark bramble. Feldspar doesn't sound overly eager to return to civilization. They've been enjoying their relative peace and quiet. Feldspar documented their attempts to eat this enormous jellyfish frozen in the ice. The outside was all rubbery and tough, possibly because it insulates the jellyfish insides from getting zapped by electricity. Feldspar decided to venture into the jellyfish's interior cavity to see if it tasted any better on the inside. So maybe I did need to go inside that jellyfish. Let's go tell the musician guy that we found everybody. Here? Where's the musician man? This guy. Nice. I hear you're leaving the crater today. If you meet any other travelers up there, remind them to take proper care of their instruments. Oh, we don't get to tell him? Huh. Okay, well, let's go back and try that again with the jellyfish. Maybe I was supposed to go in. Dark bramble? Okay. There's the quantum moon. Feldspar said something when we were first talking to him about how he got from the middle of Giant's Deep to here. And I kind of glossed over it. And I wonder if he'll repeat it. Okay. I'm gonna go in here. Velocity matched. Will our ship stay? Hopefully the ship stays. Is there anything else new for us to see? No. Okay, let's go find out what's going on with this jellyfish. Now where's Feldspar? Here. It's different this time. Wonder if it changes every time we come in here. We gotta remember to be careful though. If we touch anything, a fish is coming for us. You think he ever runs out of breath playing the harmonica? A lot of air exhalation, you know. It almost sounds like multiple people playing. Feldspar is pretty good at the harmonica. Because this is different, yeah, so there's multiple ways to him again. There. There. 3 of these. Just go to the middle one. Are we moving too fast to be able to stop? I hope not. Okay, we can't get in that one. Let's go to this one. Maybe we're being overly cautious. I'm just going really slow. Another 900 meters. Looks like straight in though. We're zooming. Looks like our fuel's going down, but I'm not really doing anything. We're just kind of floating. Yeah, the fuel is going down. Room is so small, the smallest amount of stuff makes it look terrible. I see. Oh, I see what you mean. More noticeable than if it was a big space. Well, all the more reason to keep it clean. Why are there multiple feldspar signals, though? What's happening here? Because he's in there as well. He's here and he's in there. Very weird. Well, one advantage means it doesn't take as long to clean. But I can relate. This room I'm in here is not that big either. But it's easier to keep everything in order when you have that being the case. Okay, so he doesn't remember talking to us, which means he has not looked at a mask. Let me guess, anglerfish. Yeah, so he doesn't know. He's not experiencing the loop like Gabbro is. Let's see. Giant Steep Core, huh? That was a wild one. But since you're asking, I gotta assume you haven't made down there yourself yet. If I tell you how it kind of feels like cheating, there's a big hollow vine my ship crashed into. If I were you, I'd go take a walk and see where it ends. If you want to go to the tail end of this anglerfish skeleton here and look for a flicker and light in the flock, that's my old ship. Path starts there. Let's ask him how he crashed. Can I ask him that? He told us about his crash before, but I don't remember. Oh, I found the frozen jellyfish, so that old thing's still there, is it? That's where I first camped out after the crash. It does lack the structural integrity and indomitable spirit of a camp made in the shelter of the very bones of the species that tried to eat you, I suppose. Still very cozy. Okay, let's go back there and see what we missed. So, yeah, what is... Oh, wait, we can't touch things or anglerfish are going to kill us. I think, big picture, we're trying to find out why the sun explodes and why we get sent back in time to before the sun explodes. It's like it keeps happening every 20 so minutes. The sun blows up and we go back to the beginning. And everywhere around this little solar system, these little planets, there's all these ancient ruins of the Nomai. And we're reading all their scientists' findings, learning about their experiments and stuff they were trying to do. And it's all related to this thing called the Eye of the Universe, which we have not been able to find. But it seems like they were using all their resources to find the Eye of the Universe. But that was like 280,000 years ago, and they're long gone. But we think that by like following all these clues, we can find out what happened, and maybe we can find out how to keep our sun from exploding and killing everybody. Maybe. Or maybe we can find the eye of the universe. That may not be a perfect summary of what's going on, but that's kind of the gist of it. And so here we're on one of the planets. When you go inside, it's like a planet within a planet within a planet. It's like a very weird thing. And we're trying to get back to the middle of another planet, and we think there's a portal here. We can't actually... Aha. Note to Feldspar, do not eat this even if you are dying. It would be too sad if this were the last thing you ever ate in this life. I guess these jellyfish are only useful for insulation from electricity. Again, do not eat. Ship's log updated. Oh, so maybe that's the hint. We get inside the jellyfish and we get insulated. And then we can go in the middle of Giant's Deep. Yeah, no worries. I appreciate it when you pop in. I don't know. There's a lot happening. And so it's hard, yeah. I probably am not doing the best job of summarizing. Go back to our ship and see if we can now use the jellyfish to get into the center of the Earth. Maybe that's the key. Wait, ship's in that one. Don't go through this one. Don't go in. Please don't go in. We're going to go in. Get me out of here. I'm going to go in the opening where our ship is. Oh, our ship's right there. Oh. So this is where the okay, we're not in some weird place. We're actually here on the Bramble. Make it to my ship. Please. Okay. What we're trying to do right now is go to the center of this planet, Giant's Deep. Because we think there's some clues there. However, there's a bunch of electricity down in there, but we just learned that a jellyfish insulates you from that. After tasting the inside of the jellyfish, Feldspar concluded that these jellyfish are only useful for insulation from electricity. So maybe... Wait, can we get out? Yeah. Maybe we fly inside of a jellyfish and then fly into the middle of Giant's Deep? Somehow we need the jellyfish to help us. I wonder if it's as easy as we just fly into it and then go inside. There's a little space station orbiting this planet. And the Nomai, that ancient species, were trying to launch a probe from it to go find the eye. You see how the space station is broken because when the probe launched at the beginning of this time loop, it explodes. Anyway, we found a camera from inside the probe, and it looks like the probe is in the middle of this planet. That's why we're going to the planet. I think. You know, they say like you can only... Oops. Or like a good way to like demonstrate that you understand something is to like explain it to someone in a simple way. So I don't know if I'm doing that in the simple way, but I'm trying. Okay, so wait, are we in? Or are we getting pulled out? Now, last time we came in here, we went in the counterclockwise cyclone. So let's try that again. Where's the counterclockwise cyclone? Exactly. You're right, actually. You're right. And now we're at the stage where like we're starting to connect the dots between all those random bits of information. So you're not wrong. Here's a counterclockwise, right? Yeah, that's counterclockwise. So this should send us down. No. Is that not counterclockwise? Am I tripping? That's counterclockwise. Send us down. Yeah, we spent a long time going around from place to place. That's counterclockwise. Take us in. Just spits us out. There we go. Okay. So it looked like we saw some jellyfish come out of this thing from the surface. Is that going to happen again? He's leaving. Maybe when we see a jellyfish about to come out, we like fly through it. Yeah, see right there, but we're going to be too late. Maybe. Oh wait, he went in. Are any of these guys going down, or are they all leaving? Which way are you guys going? Somehow we need to follow a jellyfish in. Oh wait, are you gonna surface back up? Here he comes. Okay, can we get on him? Or get in him? Oh, it electrifies us? Well, maybe we don't care about that. Can I get in? Ow. Oh no. Reactor damaged. Maybe we had to just leave our ship. And I have to go in. Manually. Can I touch you? No. So how do we get up in there? Ship hull. Oh. We just edged. The jellyfish provides insulation. But how do we do it? We have to try more things. Go back. Everything we just did in the dark bramble, we did outside of our ship. So I can't decide if we need to have our ship with us. Maybe if we like... I don't know. Somehow we have to get inside the jellyfish, right? Oh, shit. Okay. Another clockwise thing. And by clockwise, I mean counterclockwise. Like this. Okay. Now. Maybe like that little red area, I can hop in when it's red like that. it's gone though. Maybe that's like an opening when it's red, but when it gets too far away, it's gonna go away. So we gotta spot a red spot and then get there quickly. So this guy's going down. Can I follow you? Is it working? No. Our ship's getting wrecked. Can I like go in when you come out? No. Are you coming out? Okay, whatever I'm trying to do is not the right way. Is our ship just like completely wrecked? Oh, it's okay actually. Let's repair. So there's something I'm not understanding about these jellyfish. Is there a way to get up in there? What if I go up from inside the bottom? Oh, the ship's leaving. Can I get in here? Ah. Now we're talking. Can I get in there? All right. This is the way. And will he go back down? As long as they return back down, we can float inside. I feel like this is progress. Yeah, he's going back down, I think. And maybe we're safe in here. Yeah, it's happening. Now, when do I leave? I get out? Ship log updated. Oh, we're falling. Okay. We're here. There's something there. Oh, that's it. That's the probe capsule. Lodged in the center of this thing. Did it just shoot into the middle of the planet? Did it shoot somewhere else and end up here? Get in? Yes. Okay. We did it. Okay. So this is the probe. We did it. Oop. Okay. Let's start. What is this? The launch projection stone. So this should show us the launch module. Very cool. We were here. We were definitely there already. Now here's a statue with its eyes opened. So we noticed Gabbro saw a statue and its eyes opened. We saw a statue and its eyes opened. Now who saw this one? It doesn't seem like Feldspar unless he was playing dumb with us because he didn't recognize us. He didn't understand that a loop was happening. So someone was in here. Have we read this text? Billy, you were here. Tell us the secrets. Oops, I don't want to do that. Maybe it was a Nomai. Maybe it was Philly. The probe tracking module will be the first to know the coordinates of the eye of the universe. You'll be the first to see them. So this knows the coordinates? I'm honored and terrified. Was Privet here? Now, these people were gone 208,000 years ago. You won't ask the orbital probe cannon to use so much power that it breaks, will you? Fret not. We only need it to fire the probe once anyway, so who minds if it compromises the structural integrity? I would mind because we won't be capable of receiving our probe's data if the module is destroyed. Right. Who was here? How did you manage to fit 2 memes in one? Now the question is, do we do the low taper fade like Ninja or the high taper fade like Tifu? Either way, we have to be blindfolded. Okay, so maybe this will tell us what happened. That looks like Giant's Deep with the orbital space station. Oh, what's this? That's showing that it shot away. Receiving data from probe, 9,318,086. Visualizing current trajectory of probe. So is that the probe? Oh no. I guess that's the probe. Okay. Oh no. We just stay on this ground. Okay, we did that. Now let's move this thing over here. What happens here? There's the station, the cannon. And it's very far away. And it shoots out a bunch of probes. Infinite probes. That's creepy. Like some quantum stuff. Retrieving previous launch data from Ash Twin. Total number of probes launched, 9,318,086. Deep space anomaly matching all known criteria for the eye of the universe found by probe 9,318,054. So 86 total, the 54th of those. So it launched that many at once, and one of them found the eye. So this is not one of the probes that made it to the eye. I guess this is one that went to the middle of the planet, where this did find the eye and it came back here somehow. What? What does that say? Ooh, a mid-taper. That's the way. Ninja has the high, Tifu, or Ninja has the low, Tifu has the high. We have the mid. Let's go. Reading stored coordinates from Ash Twin. Displaying coordinates for the eye of the universe. What? That's the coordinates for the eye of the universe? L, stickman with no head, curvy N. Sideways L, stickman with no head, curvy N. Okay. We have the coordinates for the eye of the universe? We need to go to our ship to understand what this means. And who was here to have seen this, if not Feldspar? The real question is, can we even make it out of here and back to our ship? So it launched 9 million probes. And one of them found the eye. Now we have the coordinates. Sideways L, stickman with no head, curvy M, curvy N. Ooh, a bald taper fade. No, you have beautiful Brian Moser hair. We can't be going bald now. Not there's anything wrong with bald. But your hair is too nice. Is there anything else for me to explore here? There's the center of the planet. Starting to look decent? Nice. Oh yeah, you did do the DIY haircut, right? But see, that's what we talked about. You just give it a little time and then you're good to go. I wonder if I can just fly out of here. Will the electricity get me? Because I don't see any jellyfish to give us a taxi ride out. We're just going to zoom out. Did we make it? Yeah. Okay, let's go back to our ship. Let the sides grow a lot more? Yeah. You'll get there. As long as you're happy with how it looks now, then everything else is just gravy. That is true. That is one thing about having longer hair. Definitely takes more maintenance. Yeah, maybe no hair or buzz or bald is just superior. Because it's so easy. Leave the shower, looks the same. Nice. No bad hair days, no crazy styling you have to do. You're just good to go. That is kind of a life hack. What's going on the ship? Oh, it's just the water distorting it. Okay, let's get out of here. Oh, every day. Well, if they're all bad, then that's the new normal. Okay, that's the coordinates. Wait, there's more to explore here. That's a problem. Okay, let's go back. The probe located a deep space anomaly, matching all known criteria. Found on my coordinates marking the location of the eye of the universe. There's more to explore. All right, we go back. Heal back up. Maybe fly a little closer. Wait, can I? Did I get sucked back out? Now I gotta find another cyclone. Nice, man. Health is wealth, is what they say. Gotta get hot. Did I miss which one of these is counterclockwise? I felt like they all were not counter... and they were all clockwise. I feel like just because you change your hairstyle doesn't mean that if you were hot before, you're now not hot. Hot is the term we want to use. But, why can't I wrap my head around clockwise and counterclockwise? That's counterclockwise. The hair used to carry. Oh, that was not counterclockwise. I don't know. I remember having this conversation with someone. We just went flying outside the planet. Yeah, all these cyclones go clockwise, but one goes counterclockwise. That's the one that sends us down into the planet, which is what we need. Yeah, I'm kind of desensitized to being scared of these things because we keep flying into them. But where's the counterclockwise? Everything's clockwise. There it is. Right? Yeah. You were right. Yeah. Yeah. The last one I looked at. Okay, here we go. Anyway, I think I was talking to someone who had a very kind of doom and gloom attitude about attractiveness, and I don't know, I think it's easy to get caught up in this stuff, but for the most part, I know this isn't true. Like, it's a general statement, right? But if you're taking care of yourself, if you're trying to eat well, if you're trying to exercise, and you become a fit person, which you don't have to do, this is elective, right? But if you decide it's something you want to do, I think anyone can be attractive. People get, caught up in like all kinds of stuff, but I don't know. I don't think I'm saying what I'm trying to say properly. But just taking care of yourself is an attractive quality. Forget the physical benefits. So whatever your hair is, whatever your face is, how symmetrical your face is, or whatever they say, like, who cares? Yes. I think that's good. Do it for the health. And it's a nice side benefit if you're like, hey, I like how I look better. I feel like I'm more attractive. That's great too. It's okay for that to be a reason. That's a good motivator to be healthy. Akdi. But it's just a side benefit. Everything falls into place. You feel better, you sleep better, your health is better. Hopefully you have less issues when you're older. There's not many downsides. It takes energy, it takes effort. Sometimes it sucks, but I don't know. There's a lot of positives. I don't even know what black pill is. Black pill like manosphere stuff? There's too many pills to keep track of. Yeah, I don't like that point of view. I understand putting value on attractiveness, and if that's something you want, then work for it. I think that's great, but the inverse is not true. Yeah. The thing is, like, this is something about, like, when you're poking fun with your friends, right? Like, friends should be able to make fun of each other, right? I think a good rule is, like, don't make fun of someone for something they cannot change. So, like, if you make fun of your friend's, like, shirt, like, okay, just give him a better shirt. Give him some advice on a better shirt to wear. But, like, if you make fun of his height, he can't change that. You know? So, when it comes to, like, someone's face, whether or not, I don't know, someone can have a not conventionally attractive face, but they can be attractive in plenty of other ways. I don't know. Angular angle, yeah. See, you're a good friend there. That's exactly it right there. W friend Philly. It said there was more to do here. How can that be? Is it this? I'm afraid that this cycle's going to end while I'm here and we won't have done it. W friend. You take something that you're good at, your fashion design. Oops. And you use that to help your friend. That is pretty cool. Yeah, here's the cycle's ending. But what else is there to do here that we're not doing? Maybe I didn't read something here. Did read these. Maybe I didn't read everything on the first one. Okay. Yeah, I did read this. I think it has to do with the mask. Whatever it is I need to do here. Oh wait, is this something we didn't read? Oh, the Ash Twin Projection Stone. We didn't read that. Ooh, can I read this before the cycle ends? This is what we missed. The Ash Twin talked to this place. I have exciting news, Privet. The Ash Twin project is almost prepared to receive the probe data from the orbital probe cannon. Raimi is adding some finishing touches here, but she'll be finished soon. Are you and the orbital probe cannon well? We are. The statue here in the probe tracking module is ready to record each launch flight's trajectory and will automatically transmit all relevant data to you. Once the probe determines the location of the eye of the universe, I'll send an alert directly to you and Raimi. On the other appendage, I'm now worried about the cannon's structural integrity and the crew's moral integrity. Ah, so this statue sent the data from this probe to the Ash Twin station, maybe. Oh, you played some Silent Hill 3. Let's go. Dad, yeah. I bet if you played the old Silent Hill 2, you might have a similar feeling. And that's why the remake was so good.